Hello, I'm Ashley Peterson, mother of the House of Peterson here in Port St. Lucie on the Treasure Coast. And I'm going to answer some questions for you. Welcome to my drag room. Okay, let's see what kind of goodies we have up in here in this rainbow hat. This one's calling me. All right, let's see what we got here. This one says, what is your current job / career? So, currently, my nighttime job is I'm a nurse in a hospital. I've been a nurse for a very long time, and I decided to go into nursing because my mother was a nurse, and she kept telling me for years that I should be a nurse also. And drag is the kind of field where you get into, you don't know if it's going to pay your bills, you don't know if you're going to make enough to survive. So it was like I needed a backup plan. So I went to school, went to nursing school. I've been a nurse for a very long time. I work in an intensive care unit, ICU, and I'm also a nursing supervisor at the hospital at night. And I love my job. I love being a nurse. And it gives me frequent days off that I get to do drag and perform and have fun doing that. Okay, we are on to the next amazing question here out of this lovely hat, rainbow hat here. What do we got going on? It says, what does being a drag queen allow you to do or express when you are performing that you normally wouldn't do? Okay, I was in musical theater like most of my life, from like kindergarten through college. So dancing on stage, singing on stage, that's something I would normally do. So I wouldn't have to say that that's anything outside my comfort zone. But being a drag queen, you do go into, you have like a different personality, a different, your alter ego steps in. And I do some shows where I do get a little like risque with the costumes. It's more like burlesque-y, feather boas and lingerie. And being a drag queen allows me to feel like comfortable doing that. And I think being a bigger queen, like having a few extra pounds on me and still going out there and doing that, I'm body positive. I don't care. I do it anyways. And normally I probably would not feel comfortable doing that outside of drag. All right, we're gonna toss it up here. Toss in the rainbow salad. I like this one. What is your advice, motto, or mission that you live by? Ooh, that's good. My advice is to love yourself. And I've always told people from youth on throughout their lives, people can say whatever they want. They can bully you. They can, words are words. I always tell people, never let anybody make you feel less than. Never give them that power. Never make them feel like they have that superiority over you, because then you give them that control. Don't ever do that. Their words are only words. Their words mean nothing to me. I know who I am. I would never let anyone else make me feel like lesser than them. And my motto or mission. Love yourself, love thy neighbor, love everybody around you. Make this world a better place. That's all we can do. You know? Stop hating. Stop talking about me. Oh my goodness. This is going quick. I'm liking this. Oh. How does it feel to be openly a drag queen, performer, or entertainer with people supporting your decision? I think it feels amazing. My most favorite memory is when we had, in 2016, when we had Treasure Coast Pride here. I was 2016's Treasure Coast Rising Star. So I was nominated for that award, and I performed on stage at Pride Fest, and we were out in the heat. It was 100 degrees in April, and I don't think I went on stage till 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So of course you're afraid to eat because you're sucked in with corsets and stuff, and you don't want to be bloated in 100-degree weather. So I was starving by the time I finished performing and got my sash and everything. So me and my friends, we left Pride at 6 o'clock, and we were we hit the closest Taco Bell. We're I'm starving, we're going to Taco Bell. We went to Taco Bell, and there were 2 tables full of teenagers there. And when I walked in there, they all started whispering, oh my God, it's Ashley Peterson. Oh my God, look. And I heard them saying it, because there was 10 of them all saying it together. So the, voices carry. So I was literally ordering my food, and I turned around, and they're all standing behind me. And they were will you sign our t-shirts? And they had markers ready. And they literally wanted me to just sign their shirts they were wearing. And so I was in there just signing their shirts. And they were 12 to 16-year-olds. And they were so excited to meet me. And they were so excited that I was signing their t-shirt. And it really did make me feel wonderful that these kids, these adolescents, are coming to our Pride Fest, and they're seeing drag performers, and they are so excited to actually meet you. Because I don't think I'm any kind of celebrity or anything, but they made you feel that way, and that was amazing to me. All right. Oh my God, this is getting excited. Are y'all excited? I hope my answers aren't boring you, or you're actually enjoying this. All right. What should you never say to a drag queen, performer, or entertainer? Oh my. I would say never tell them that their show was boring, and never tell them that they don't look good. They're ugly. That's negativity. And even if you don't like their style or you don't think they're attractive, that's not really for you, to say that. And, maybe their outfit isn't that great, or their whatever. Leave it alone. Let them be who they want to be. Maybe they purposely look like that. I have a drag daughter that does trailer park trash looks. That's what she wants to do. That's her look. Other drag queens don't get it. They don't like it. They think it's trashy. Who cares? That's her. She's proud of it. So I would say never tell them that if their show was boring and they didn't entertain you, just don't tip them. And you don't have to tip them, and just, leave and just say, well, I wasn't entertained by that. I didn't really care for it. But going up to them and telling them that was a boring show, or that was whatever, that's also just negativity. Nobody needs all that. So, if you don't have nothing nice to say, you know, come sit by me. No, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. All right, okay. We're gonna grab another strip of paper here and see what it says. Why and what brought you to the Treasure Coast? Oh, wow. Okay. So honestly, I grew up in a small town in Pennsylvania. If I tell people Newcastle, Pennsylvania, nobody knows where that is. So I usually just say it's half an hour north of Pittsburgh. And like everybody knows, you know, Pittsburgh. So anyways, usually tell people I'm from Pittsburgh. My father actually owned gas stations and convenience stores. And he came down here to Florida because there was a company that was actually selling their gas stations and convenience stores. So he came down here and looked at a couple stations and came back up to Pennsylvania and said that he really wanted to buy them and he wanted to move to Florida. And are we wanting to go to Florida? And I was like, hell yes, because we grew up on a dairy farm north of Pittsburgh. There was nothing but cornfields, cows, and Amish people. So, and I really think my grandparents owned a huge dairy farm. I really think we were all born, all the grandkids, just to be like free labor. Like, we worked that farm every 7 days a week. So I was so happy to get the hell out of there. So I was 14 years old. So I did my high school. I went to high school here in Port St. Lucie. So that's why I'm here in Florida. And I'll never go back to those cold winters. Oh, this one looks like a long, no, yeah. No, they're all the same. A lot of reading. My goodness. What does your drag queen name mean? Most people pick like drag queen names. Like, I've heard of a lot of drag queens that are named like, you know, Alexis Dimonique and, you know, Shantae Cavalier. You know, they pick something like grand and, you know, beautiful. Seriously, my favorite girl name has always been Ashley. If I was born a girl, I wanted my mom to name me Ashley. And that's been my favorite girl name ever since I can remember. So I knew when I started doing drag, I wanted to name myself Ashley because that's my favorite girl name. And then my best friend all through high school, her last name was Peterson. And she was like my best buddy in the whole world, and I loved her. And she was like fabulous and grand and, you know, so I just loved her last name. So when I started doing drag, it was just easy for me. I'm like, Ashley Peterson, that's gonna be it. So sounds like the girl next door. Okay, rainbow hat, do me good, do me good. Okay, it says drag queen, performer, or entertainer. I would have to say entertainer. Like, I use drag as a way to entertain, but growing up in like musical theater and in choir singing, like I've always had that. Whether I was in drag, out of drag, I always loved to get out on a stage. I always loved to sing, dance, do a lot of musicals, do a lot of plays. I was in drama. Just loved all of it. So I just love entertaining. I love getting out there. I love when the audience gets to come and talk to us after a big show or whatever, and they just appreciate everything we did on the stage and tell us how great we did, stuff like that. It makes you feel good. So entertainers, out of those three, that's what I have to say that I categorize myself in. Okay. Let's see what this thing tells me to... We're doing... Oh. Where are you from? Okay. So I said a little earlier, I'm from a small town north of Pittsburgh. It's about 35 minutes north of Pittsburgh. It's called Newcastle, Pennsylvania. A lot of people never heard of it. We're very close to the Ohio border, Ohio line. So we were close to like Youngstown, Ohio. That was like 10-15 minutes away. My grandparents and my mom were actually born in Pittsburgh. They moved to Newcastle when my mom was a teenager. And my grandparents decided to buy a huge dairy farm. And my grandfather chose to be a farmer. He was an electrician in Pittsburgh, and he said, I'm gonna go be a farmer in Newcastle. So we were raised on the farm. We milked cows, rode horses. I showed horses. We butchered animals. We picked a lot of fruits and vegetables. We harvested corn and hay. So, 7 days a week, 4 a.m. till the sun went down. And that was life for us. It was beautiful. It's beautiful country. Falls are beautiful. There's lots of Amish people there. And they're very sweet. They're very nice. And they make amazing pies and cookies. This says, what do you want to say to the LGBTQ plus community? I would say to all of the older generation LGBT community that have supported our community, just say thank you for everything you do, everything you've done. To everyone in the community, middle-aged, young 20s to 50s, 60s, we love your support. We thank you. I love you. I want you to know that if you ever need anything, you can always come to me. You can message me on Facebook. I'm under Ashley Peterson. Reach out to anyone if you need help. Keep giving if you can give. Just be there for each other. We should all just be there for each other. We should all love each other, do as much as we can for each other, support each other. And I think if we just support each other, we will grow and we will have pride and strength in ourselves if we do that. For all the younger youth out there, keep your head up, stay strong. Remember, you can do anything you want to do. Anything you want to do. You know, don't let anyone discourage you. Don't let anyone tell you just because you're gay or just because you're this, you can never be a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher. You can't be any of those things. A nurse, whatever you want to do. A drag queen. If you want to be a drag queen and a nurse, if you want to be a drag queen and a teacher, you want to be a doctor and a drag queen, you can do whatever you want. You know, don't let anybody discourage you. You know, find that dream and make it a realistic goal and just go after it and do it. So that's what I say to the whole LGBT community. I love you. Thank you. I want to thank all of you for listening to me, listening to me answer all those questions, and I hope I gave you some little joy today by watching this video. And I really want to thank our new Pride Board here on the Treasure Coast, the Alliance of the Treasure Coast. Please look them up. They're on Facebook. You can join the group or look at all the different events that they're doing. I also want to thank all the businesses on the Treasure Coast that are our allies, that sponsor us, allow us to come in and do shows in their establishments, and it's just a wonderful thing that the straight community is just blending in with the LGBT on the Treasure Coast, and we're all just having fun together. And so I wanted to thank them. And then I wanted to do a special thank you to the Sanctuary of the Treasure Coast. It is run by a group of amazing members that are working very hard, filling a calendar full of events. Hopefully we have a community center here on the Treasure Coast very soon that everyone can go to and get classes, lessons, a safe place for everybody to go, and just events are going to be held there. It's going to be a nice place to like hang out and get to know other people in the community. So big special thank you to the Sanctuary, the Treasure Coast. And thank you all. Love you. And hope to see you at our shows and events soon. Bye. And remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. You can do it.